Welcome in, everybody, to the 3-5. What's going on? Welcome in. I wasn't trying to do a show or nothing. This is Chico, the World of Dirt mascot, for anybody who wants to know. Apparently, we're not going to have a show today. I'm trying to do a show here. If you don't mind. No, okay. Let's get to the show.
This video was brought to you in part by Joe P. Hauling. Need something hauled? Call me Joe P. You can contact him anytime at 660-651-8193. Screw the rest, haul with the best.
And we're back. Welcome into the studio. I am your host, Chase Prather. This is the 357 World of Dirt Up2Date Recap Show, episode number 7. We got a bunch of action to cover, so let's get to it. We go down to Port City, Oklahoma for the Port City Raceway hosting the Power Ride National and West Midget League for the Turnpike Challenge. Mother Nature got the best of Friday night, but Saturday was a completely different story. Saturday night, the track was wet with a lot of grip in it, and it was fast. Starting off in the 13th position, Dason Pursley battled his way all the way to the front to put on a whale of a show between himself, Chance Crum, and Jace Park. After struggling to get around Park for the last handful of laps, on the final lap, Pursley threw an absolute haymaker into 3 and 4 and ended up capturing the victory. After getting around Danny Dietrich on lap 18, Anthony Macri picked up his first win of the season and his second career feature win at the Baps Motor Speedway for a cash-in of $5,000. On April 6th, it's going to get rowdy in Tennessee. Kyle Busch has announced that he will join the Kyle Larson Challenge at the Volunteer Raceway. The former Cup Series champion will pilot a team car owned by Brandon Overton. And Kyle Busch does have plenty of dirt experiences. And let's not forget, he is the 2012 Prelude to the Dream winner at the Eldora Speedway. Call him King Dan the 12th. Dan Everett won the King of America 12 at the Humboldt Speedway in Kansas for the USMTS after night number 1 got rained out. Going to the West Coast, back to the Placerville Speedway, Justin Sanders returned to victory lane, and while it wasn't a last lap dagger like we had last week, it still was impressive. Sanders returned to Placerville victory lane after his stellar win last weekend at the facility, pick up the opening night of the Sprint Car Challenge Tour. And it didn't come easy as he had to hold off some California young guns like Caleb Montgomery and Corey Day. The World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series had the Dirty South swing as Friday they were at the Talladega Short Track in Alabama. A tale of two different racetracks. Turns 1 and 2 was covered in shade and had a lot of water on it, so it was really slick. As to where turns 3 and 4 was in the direct sunlight and had a lot of crosswind coming into it. Turns 3 and 4 cushion got really sketchy really quick as it started to really rot up, and it was on the very edge of going down the hill. Meaning if you were going to run up there, you had to commit. Come feature time, despite a few restarts and a quick peek from the 4-time and defending champion Brad Sweet, it was all Pengrove, California's Buddy Kofoid capturing his second career World of Outlaws win, his first coming at the Houston Speedway last season. Saturday night, they turned their attention over to Columbus, Mississippi at the Magnolia Motor Speedway, and it started off with a bang with Carson Macedo heading a track record! Thanks, Johnny. Carson Macedo shattered the previous track record held by Logan Schuchart that was set in 2021 of a 12.065. Macedo ran an 11.501, beating it by almost half a second and setting the night's quick time! Racing on one of the best surfaces that we've seen in a while, there was a top, there was a bottom, and hell, if you wanted to run the middle, you probably could. And David Gravel showed the field how well you could really do it. Coming from a 10th starting spot, got all the way to 2nd just before midway. Unfortunately, his tear would come up just short as he would settle for a 2nd place run while the 4-time and defending champion Brad Sweet picked up his first win of the 2023 season. Also, everyone here at the 357 World of Dirt family would like to send our thoughts to Justin McRee, who took a nasty spill at the Magnolia Motor Speedway on Saturday night. He did walk out under his own power and is to be okay, but that car is going to need some time to recover. Here are a couple things you can look forward to next weekend, if Mother Nature allows it. The Power Ride National Midgets and the Extreme Outlaw Midgets will form a merger race to be the support class for the World of Outlaws Late Model Series at the Farmer City Raceway this Friday and Saturday for the Illinois 100. The World of Outlaws Sprint Cars are back where the series originally began in Mesquite, Texas at the Devil's Bowl Speedway for the Texas Outlaw Nationals Friday and Saturday night. And finally, the USAC National Sprint Cars are back after 41 days of absent racing. They'll be back for one night at the Lawrenceburg Speedway in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, before they really get their season kicked off on April 14th. And that's all for episode 7 of your up-to-date recap show. I am your host, Chase Prather. Until next week, we'll see you on the dirt.